Hello guys, it's Brian Tubbs coming back at you with another video. Today I'm just still working on the cow's head. The one I showed you in the last video is this guy. I kind of explained everything to you guys in the last video of what I was doing. This is going to go on a 12 by 26 plate. This is the head portion of it, and I just kind of showed you guys how I kind of put everything together and put the rings on it and everything. And so if you kind of missed that video, you can just kind of go back and take a look at it. I'll put a thumbnail up here just so you can take a look at it. What I'm going to do today is just finish TIG welding this up. I MIG welded the top, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and just TIG the face portion of it. Try and get my welds a little bit flatter, so when they put the eyes on and the ears on, it won't be all this weld sticking up. And this is my wife and son's project. I'm just kind of helping them out. So what I'm gonna do is just kind of pull the camera in a little bit closer, just so you can see, and I'll just kind of explain as I'm doing this, what I'm doing and the wire I'm using and all that kind of stuff. But let me go ahead and move this camera in so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay guys, I'm back. So what I'm going to be doing is just TIG welding this seam, going up both sides, then across the bottoms on both sides. Let me put some cardboard under this ring because I don't want this ring to arc on the table. And so the reason I decided to TIG weld it is because if I MIG weld this, it's going to be sitting up pretty high. Then when they put the eyes on and the ears, these MIG welds can kind of block the view of the eyes and whatnot. So I'm just going to kind of lay my TIG welds in fairly flat. Not exactly flat, but fairly flat. They won't be like these big humps, like if I was to MIG weld it in. All right, let me go ahead and see if I can lay a few beads without messing this up too bad. And I think I may even, well, I'll give a few beads and just see if I need to raise this thing up. So I'll probably need to use a prop once I get up higher up here. I have this set at 100 amps. I might need to push it a little bit higher, just depends. Let me see what I got. So I'm going to try and tie into this weld that I did with the MIG. And I'm going to paddle to the floor. I want this to melt in good. Getting right down in my seam. And I'm TIGging it too because I don't want to have to go back and do any grinding. Probably the only grinding that I have to do is just getting the spatter off. Just getting the spatter off from the MIG welding, hopefully. But we'll see. So dab, just move forward. Maybe 1/4 of an inch.
want my welds flat, but not overly flat where they're sinking down into the seam. I want you to be able to see the welds, but I just don't want them sitting up too high. So the weld is a part of the art, but just like I said, just don't want it sitting up too high. Coming to the end now. This is the spot where the weld, the tag broke in the last video. Right down in this corner. Because I didn't like the way this wall over here was kind of laying back inside and the other one was kind of puckering out. So I took my screwdriver and pried this out and that weld broke, which was fine. It worked out. So I think I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna come down this side, but I think I'm gonna take this and elevate it so I'm not having to go so much downhill. I wanna bring it up a little bit higher than that. So let me see what I can find to raise it up a little bit. Well, let me see here. Well, maybe I'll keep it like it is because I'm trying to keep that ring on the bottom from arcing on that table. So maybe I'll leave it like this because if I raise it up here, I'll probably get some arcing on this face. I don't want to do that, so I'll see if I can just go on and run it downhill. All right, here we go. Pedal all the way down. 100 amps. I'm moving the head about a quarter inch, and then I'll dab. I'm not jamming the rod in, I'm just kind of touching it. But again, I'm trying to get my bead not exactly flat, but I don't want it too high. Come off the pedal. All right, here we go. Just remembering as I'm going downhill to keep my TIG torch as close to the material as possible, because it's as you can see, it's sloping down. So as I'm going down, the piece is getting further and further away from my TIG torch. I'm having to remind myself to keep kind of pushing my TIG torch down close to the material and don't let it ride up. Because if I don't pay attention, the TIG torch will be an inch off the piece before I know it. It's going pretty good so far. One more area, I think I'll be done in here. All right. So I got both sides welded in, so now I'll go ahead and weld this lower portion in right here.
Just remembering to keep keep the ring off the table so it won't arc off of the table.
All right, here we go. It's really cold outside today. Probably, maybe at this point, probably like 8 degrees or something like that. Really, really cold. We're supposed to get back up until the 40s later in the week. And then I think I told you in like 2 videos ago, I think it was, that we just came back from Florida, having 2 of our sculptures installed just outside of Orlando, in a city called Mount Dora. So it was 75 to 80 degrees during that week. And then we came back here. Snow everywhere, and so in the morning early we'll be heading out to Cancun. I'm just kind of going along for the trip.
I know we'll have a good time.
Be a lot warmer. And I'll probably get a chance to relax and write some of my books. I'm trying to finish this book out. The book is on real estate investing. We did that for 20 some years. So I decided to write a book on real estate investing. Some of the hazards of investing in real estate. And of course, I'll walk around and see if I can find some art sculptures and artwork and stuff like that. So a lot of artists that I know have to get a break from art. I don't need a break. I'm always looking. See what I can find. I love this stuff.
And I can literally make things 365 days a year if it was possible. All right, let me go ahead and do the run downhill.
It's 100 amps. Seems to be working out pretty good. If I wanted my bead a little bit higher, I would come up the pedal a little bit. Or if I wanted my bead flatter, I'll just raise the amps a little bit. Could even slow my travel speed down and all that stuff. But I'm pretty satisfied with what I got. with my settings and my speed. It's like I said, it's probably 8 degrees outside right now, but I have my little heater on. I really don't need heat in here, because once I start welding or focusing on cutting with the plasma cutter or whatever I'm doing, I don't feel cold anymore. It's like I don't feel heat in the summertime. Like when I come back from Cancun, I'll be outside cutting with my plasma cutter the next pieces that I'll be making. And there's no one out there, so I'll have all the freedom and peace that I need. Because everyone's in their houses or buildings or whatever, trying to stay warm. And that is all right with me. I do my best work when it's really, really, really cold out. For some strange reason, my body just loves the cold. Summertime, I'm sweating, and it gets dangerous because I'm sweating and I'm TIG welding, and I don't want to get shot and all that stuff. But when it's cold out, I'm all right. Now, last Christmas Eve, I was installing a sculpture downtown at a key bank building, and it was cold as anything out there to the other people. But for me, I was so comfortable. I'll put a thumbnail up of that video when we were out there installing, I think it was stacks. So I'll put a picture up of that. I had my sons out there and some other people were out there, and I was just having a great time. Everyone else is shivering, and I was having a great time. I'm still going about 1/4 of an inch, and I'll dip my rod. If I want to puddle flatter, I would dip maybe every about a 1/2 inch or so. I was just kind of pull my puddle along. If I wanted it taller, I could dip it at about 1/8 of an inch as opposed to going 1/4. So you can kind of play around with your bead when you're TIG welding. That's why I love TIG welding. Like right now, I'm videotaping, but I'm really getting lost in the welding because it's so peaceful. If you guys are thinking about getting a welder, I mentioned in I think it was 2 videos ago, maybe the last video, maybe, because I'm hearing really good things about Arc Captain, ARCCAPTAIN, Arc Captain. I'm hearing they have some really nice TIG welders and MIG welders and plasma cutters for really low prices. So if you guys are thinking about getting into this or wanting to get a TIG welder,
just give them a try. I think they're like 400, 500 bucks, you know, for a TIG welder. Really, and I'm hearing that they really put out some nice welds. So I wouldn't be afraid to try one if I were you. But I'm not telling you to go out and buy one. You can actually do your research and just do your research and see what you think. It's an option. But for me, I use my Weld Pro and my Lincoln, you know, for the most part. But my son is wanting a new welder, so I might just get an Arc Captain, just so we can both see what it's like. All right, guys. So that's kind of the final product. All welded up. Didn't take too long. So now it'll just be a matter of you know, getting the ears on and getting the top horns on and all that kind of stuff, and it'll be good to go. All right, guys, so that's gonna pretty much do it for this one. I just want you guys to just show you guys what I was doing with the cowl head, trying to finish out the weld portion anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and close the video out for today. I got to get ready to finish packing. Like I said, we're going to be heading to Cancun tomorrow. So that's going to just about do it for this one. And I hope to see you on the next one. We'll probably be still working on this cowl, because like I said, this is not my project. This is my wife and son's, and I don't know what they have in store next for this thing, but I'm just kind of following along. But all right, guys, that's going to do it for this one. And as usual, peace out.